Wizard of Odds, Live Odds, form and alerts for all racing. Chris Waller has still to make a decision if Winx will chase another Group 1 victory at Flemington in Melbourne Cup week, but for now his attention has turned to a blue blood chasing the Blue Ribbon Victoria Derby on Saturday. Share on Facebook, share on Twitter, tweet link in contention. Tangled gets a run during track work at Flemington on Tuesday. Photo, AAP Winx, with 22 consecutive wins, is always the center of attention, and Waller said she's 50-50 to run in the Emirates Stakes on the final day of Carnival. After her third Cox Plate win on Saturday, she looks great and the team are happy with her. We will be guided by her over the next couple of days, but she has come through running a track record really well, Waller said. We understand she is very important to the public and they want to know if she will run again, and we will know by the end of the week. While Waller feels the weight of responsibility that comes with champion Winx, he also feels the history that comes with a race such as the Victoria Derby. Which is why Waller is so excited about Tangled's chances. Being one of the better bred horses in his stable, I am worried about Tangled staying but not worrying about him being well bred enough, Waller said. You can't get a better bred horse. He is out of an Oaks winner, Bramble Rose, by a champion stallion in Sitzel. Advertisement: Titan requests code ISHO Alad push, at spot -300 extension 250, pose 3. It would suggest that Trip would be a question mark from his dad's side, but the thing about champion stallions is they normally can throw a good horse at every trip. With my other Derby winner Preferment, we just looked at him being by Zabel and thought he would get the trip, even though he was out of Flying Spur mare, which is more speed. In the end he was probably best at 2,000 meters. You will now receive updates from Sport Newsletter. Sport Newsletter, get the latest news and updates emailed straight to your inbox. By submitting your email you are agreeing to Fairfax Media's terms and conditions and privacy policy. It is the reverse this time. Waller pointed Tangled's similarities to Preferment, in form as well as breeding, and the gear he will use for the first time on Saturday is the same as the Derby 3 years ago. Tangled will wear winkers, after being runner-up in the Spring Champion Stakes and Caulfield Classic, for the 2500-meter test that worked so effectively with Preferment. They will help him just focus. We aren't looking for that much improvement because he has run through the line at both his last 2 runs, Waller said. I thought he was very solid through the line in the Caulfield Classic. Preferment actually did have winning form neither, but was running very well in the lead up to the Derby, and we were confident that he would run well. I have to admit that I was reluctant to run Tangled in a Derby, but the feedback has been he is relaxing so well and he will really give himself a chance to run the trip. Tangled has been installed on the third line of betting at $6.50 and will jump from barrier 11 in a Derby, where Main Stage, who was third in the Caulfield Classic, is a $4.80 sportsbet favourite, even though he drew gate 14, just in front of Spring Champion winner Ace High, a $5 chance after coming up with barrier 3. I actually thought he would be a Guinness horse at the start on the preparation, but he has needed to get out in trip a bit more, Waller said of Tangled. It is often in these races where you see the good pedigree rise to the top for him. It also depends on what kind of Derby you get.